So new in PHOTOGEAR are these puppy dogs here, the Light Wand. Now these guys are pretty cool for doing kind of dramatic lighting, or like lighting a situation where you want to create light illuminating from a computer screen or something that you can't actually see, for detailing cars, stuff like that. And also they come with a variety of colours built in. So basically you turn it on there, with a little button on the back, and then you can just change your colour just at the push of a button, like that. Look at that, amazing. It also comes in just your standard tungsten and daylight colours. So what you do is you turn the tungsten down, like so, and then switch over to daylight and turn that up. But if you don't want to do that, you can just take off the little kind of panel that comes on the back, which is just held there magnetically. Stick that on the front and you've got a tungsten light there. Now these are retailing for $159. The Westcott version, they're like $1,095, so why would you bother? I mean, you're really probably not going to notice the difference in quality at the end of the day, especially if you're doing something like light painting with these things, which you can imagine they'd be really handy, kind of like waving in front of kind of a subject to get a sort of dramatic effect if you've got a long exposure going. Okay, so this guy is powered by an L series battery. Now they come in two types of flavour. This one, which has the daylight and the tungsten switch on the back. There's also one which is just daylight, but they both come with that interchangeable kind of panel there, which is a tungsten panel to go over the front. Now to turn it on, you hit the switch on the back, just push it in, which is also the dimmer switch, and then just dial accordingly. And you can see as you dial down, number changes up there. So at the moment it's selected to 32,000 K, which is tungsten, and you just change that over to 56 by pushing the button here. Now, in order to change between the two, you can actually dial down the daylight to nothing, hit 32, and then dial it up. So this way you can actually mix the two colours if you want to. You can also hit the RGB, which changes the colour here accordingly, and the more you hit it, the more kind of different displays you're going to get. And then you've got a coarse or a fine dial into that colour. So if you're on a coarse, it's just going to go through the colours pretty rapidly, whereas fine is going to go through the colours at a finer sort of selected rate. And so to demonstrate how this thing kind of works, we'll just turn off the main light and go through some of the settings here. So it's off, obviously. I turn it on and then dial it up to about, let's say, 50%. That's the 50% power on just the daylight setting, and then I go all the way to like 99, which is kind of 100. And then we dial down that daylight and switch over to tungsten and turn up tungsten. You can also bypass all that completely and go to the color setting, which is just the RGB switch. So now I'm dialing between like the RGB red, which is there, then you go green, blue, and just carry on going through the colors basically. So this is kind of the effect you're going to get when you kind of dial through all those settings. In conclusion, it's a pretty handy little light source. It's very portable and quite versatile as well. So let's say you're inside of a car or something, you can just mount it to the roof or kind of on the dashboard or whatever. And also a very cheap solution. Remember, $159 versus the Westcott version, which is $1,095.